There we go. What's up, Bizarre? How you doing, bud? I figured I'd do it's more for YouTube side of things. And anybody that wanted to look up here, we had some talk in the Discord today about packaging cards properly and, being able to send them out so they're safely. And of course, I came home and I got this bad boy in the mail, and it wasn't quite packaged properly. It didn't get damaged or anything of that nature. But I had to work a late shift, so I figure why not go ahead and show one off how we do it. So this is kind of how I do it. Bubble mailer style, of course. Got two different ones here. I'll show y'all how I package, single cards up to, 10, 12 cards, all the way up to full stacks. So I got some 1993 cards here. Some love them, some hate them. I think they're pretty great artwork. And some of my more beautiful cards. Matt Stewart, Snoke. So normally we pull a big card out of 25 Fennec Shan canvas. It always goes straight into a top loader. Sleeve, top load, always team bag it up. Most of you streamers already know this, but we got some newer people in the world coming up, doing a lot of trades and whatnot. So let's show it off. So single card going into a smaller bubble mailer. I buy these straight off of Amazon. Quite the fan of them because I'm way too lazy. I love it that they just fold right over. Most people will want to use painter's tape. It works super freaking good. I always try to pinch it over. That's already nice and secure. So, with it being that nature, you see I got my little CollectaBees up there. Boxes for stacks of cards, J-Lego. That really depends on... Well, I'm not going to actually seal this thing up because I want to use this later. Yeah, I'll definitely show it to you, Lego. No problem at all. I use all kinds of boxes. So, you got that. A lot of times, what I do with that, so I just got like that single right here. And that's exactly what this is for, Lego. For the noobs, as you say. I like to fold them over for the most part. I feel like it gives that little extra added in it. But flipping it over just like this, absolutely fine. You're going to use a lot less tape doing it this way. See, when I flip it over like this, and then I go to... Where's my... I know I had one. All right, we'll use this as a label. All right, so you print your label out, you cut it, it's regular paper. I do have a label printer, but it doesn't work for anything. So what I'll normally do is if this is folded over, I'll tape this bad boy straight across and I'll hold those down. And then I'll just throw two pieces of tape there. If you're doing it like this, you can just, this is the best Scotch tape right here. It's quiet, it works perfectly fine. So if you just do it like that, shove that bad boy up there. Bam. You are ready to ship. That thing's good to go. It ain't going to come off. It's not going to get ripped up. I've had a couple where I didn't actually cover the entire thing, and it got sent back to me because, they tore it all to pieces and the whole front end got ripped off. So it was completely worthless. Like I said, I'm definitely going to be reusing this. Oh, yeah, absolutely easy. Excuse me. So now let's do some thicker cards, or a thicker set of cards, I should say. All right. So we got these. Of course, we'll team bag it just like any other. Let's use a big team bag. Got multiple sizes of them, but I got a lot of these right now. So team bag those bad boys up. I do like these longer ones You can fit a lot more in, and you don't have to worry about, if you're using the shorter one and you go to flip it over, sometimes the glue will actually hit the top side of the card. So if you're sending off any single cards that aren't top loaded, which I normally don't top load your base, I don't really sleeve the base. All right, so we got this. Let's say we're gonna do 2 more also. Hold on, let me get this bad boy back out. Ha. All right. So there we go. We got a pretty thick stack here. So I got these. These are exactly the same. I literally buy them, and me and the wife will go through and cut them so they fit into the smaller bubble mailer. And then I go through and I tape my little emblem up there, and that's actually newer. So with these right here, I like to fold it. Good to go. Now, I normally use just regular old Scotch tape. And it's like I was talking on the Discord earlier, I like to do that little fold right there so you don't have to cut them out. I don't know if y'all can see that. You don't have to cut it out. You can just peel it right off. It's good to go. Now with these also, I like to do the sides so they don't slip out or anything of that nature. Just do a little fold. And you can see, I mean, it definitely gets aggravating when you're doing about 60 orders for the day. And that's normally what my my Sundays look like. We're looking at about 60 orders of doing this over and over. Now, I mean, that thing can slide a little bit left to right, but it ain't going nowhere. That tape's going to hold it. Everything's good in there. Everything's sleeved. So that size right there, I use bubble mailer. And you can utilize this so you can put it in sideways. Fits perfectly fine. You can fold this over, fold it over, you can bend it down, try to make it look a little neater. Now you can also fit a second one in here, and I ship a lot off that way. And I mean, you can see it still folds over perfectly fine. You just got a bigger one. Simple, easy, same thing, you know, slap your little sticky up there, or however y'all actually print out your labels. They're not too hard to get out. That's also another really big thing I've learned, not over taping the package, because sometimes it can be way too hard to get it out. Like normally when I open one up, you know, say this is a package right here, I'll cut the side right here and just pull everything out. Just because I'm not trying to, it can be annoying. I'd rather be annoyed trying to get the cards out than have the cards show up and be tore up. Luckily, my Darth Maul stamp did not get tore up. Now, boxing, I literally use any box that I have. I reuse pretty much every single box that I get. Now, these right here are the best. This was actually one that was sent to me. See, I ripped it up a little bit, excited to get in there to it. I couldn't get it out because it was too taped. But I mean, you can find these boxes all over Amazon, everywhere. They work really well. And I do the exact same thing. I always put the cardboard around it. You can shove it in there, throw a little paper, anything of that nature. Let's see. I'll tell you the exact size of this thing. Let me get my little cutter out. So this is, it's kind of hard to see what I'm doing here. So this is 6 inches long, about 2.5 inches tall, and 4, so 6 by 4 by 2s. Those are really good size. I also get some in, I don't know where they are. I've utilized the Hit Parade boxes to ship stuff off. What I normally do is I'll tear this off, or I just use my regular brown tape, cover it up, and it's good to go. You could just tape right here on the bottom, and it's perfect. smaller amount of cards, and they fit in that thing perfectly. I mean, it was shipped to you that way. It's going to ship out fine. But I always try to rip off any of that stuff. I always tape all this up so there's no chance anybody can get confused. But yeah, I do everything this way. It's been the easiest for me. A lot of people will actually do their own, they cut their own cardboard. I used to do it in the beginning. I got lazy. Cutting cardboard enough for all the cards I ship out will actually, it's just terrible. It is just not fun. So I went out and I just bought hundreds of these. Like I said, we went through, we put my little emblem up there for each one. That was mostly the wife and middle kid, thankfully. Some of them were stickers. Some of them are literally, I just printed it out and taped that bad boy on. Yeah, I've definitely shipped a whole lot out. Now, the only thing with these, if you don't do that little fold over, you got to go through and cut it. Obviously not a huge deal, but you do have that little bit of chance that you might tear something up. Nobody ever wants that. But there's an opportunity. There's an opportunity. Yeah, I usually keep it pretty organized while I'm packaging. And the way I do breaks is, so I go through, I sort every single break, and I actually lay them out on my other table. So I go through on each one of my orders, and I weigh each order. I put it in its specific spot. Oh yeah, I'll be doing breaks this weekend, Bazaar. I actually got some pretty cool ones set up. I've been working on it, I should say. So we got a finest break, and I'm mixing it with a chrome black break. So I'm trying to make sure we got everything labeled and set up and in a spot. If not, if I miss a couple outliers, we'll figure that out. So I'm thinking about doing a half case of finest along with 4 chrome blacks to go along with it out of the case. And then I'm going to go along after that. I also have Game of Thrones coming in. I'm pretty excited about those. I don't know if y'all have seen the Game of Thrones, but these things were expensive. So there's only 5 packs. Yeah, there's literally only 5 packs, and each pack has a guaranteed on-card auto. You can, of course, get numbered autos. Amelia Clark's going to be a big one chasing. I only bought 1 box. I want to see how it goes. Of that, I think that's the Series 2 is the one I did. It's like going about $250 a box for 5 packs, and this is the entire contents of a box. That's all of it. So we're gonna sell some packs of that. I also have I think it's Series 1, which is way cheaper. You don't get as many autos. I think it's only 2 guaranteed autos per box. There's more cards per pack, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll see how it goes. Definitely, the big thing is going to be the Topps Finest case and the 22 Chrome Black. I love 22 Chrome Black. I haven't done it in a long time, so we're gonna run that along. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the shipping and packaging. We got that one good on YouTube. If anybody ever wants to go back and watch it, CollectaBees on YouTube. It's the same name. We're gaining in followers slowly. We get some pretty good views, so definitely on the live videos. Because anytime I'm live up here, I'm live on YouTube. I just don't pay attention to it all that much. Like right now, I don't even have it up. I was almost doing this solely for YouTube, and I still didn't pull it up. Ain't that something? What's up, Levichka? Align, Rampage, how y'all doing tonight? Nothing exciting here. I was just going through on how I package cards, how I try to keep them as safe as possible, trying to get a little video tutorial, I guess you would call it. 1 of 1 mall auto. Whew, out of what set? That is crazy. I would love for that to happen for me, but it never ever does. Congratulations. Now, if you want to send it to me, I'd be totally fine with that. I'll pay you in a hug if that counts for anything. Yeah, this is the biggest mall card. Oh yeah, crisp high five, not even just a regular one. I can do that trade. I got this one in the mail today. Got it off the old bay. You can see it's not the prettiest. Ooh, 21 Masterwork. That's definitely a good card. This thing, good lord, I gotta change everything about it. There we go. She's a little dirty. Not in the best condition. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little bit of dent right here, right? Ugh. But I got this thing super cheap and it's PC, so I have zero cares. I'm definitely never overly worried about pulling, you know, a perfect card. Where are all my sleeves? It looks like the wife came in here and cleaned up again, and I already came in here and tore it up. She's gonna be mad. Oh, there they are. Yeah, look at that. We've also had the talks about top loaders. So 100 and 108 point for your Masterworks is the way to go. Your base cards, at least. And I normally use BCW, but I bought this Ultra Pro because it was going to be quick shipping, and I'd kind of run low on how much I had left. We're talking about that also on the Discord. So I buy these in bulk, 25 of them. I couldn't tell you how much they actually run for each of them, but you get, you know, that percentage off if you get 100 or more. And they have a bunch of different colors, which I'm a huge fan of. Do I have? No. I don't have any of my stuff over here. The wife really came in here and cleaned up. Oh, load. Oh, load. Ah, here we go. 168 point. These are the ones I was talking about that you want to utilize for your thick relics and everything. It's just this one right here too. No great thing about the BCW. They'll hook you up with got that little thing up there. But yep, that is pretty much all I wanted to get out tonight. So we got the video set up. It is on YouTube. I'm way too lazy. Standard thickness for Masterwork, I utilize the 100 or 108 point. Personally, I like the 108 point more. Yes, I do, Rampage, and I'll tell you why. Because BCW is 108 point as to 100 point. I should have 108 point right here. Yeah, so here you go. 108 point. It's just that little bit of extra in there. So these are 130 points. That's why that thing slipped in so easily. So these are going to be a little bit tighter on that card. Well, if I can get it out. Time to sharpen a knife. There we go. So 108 point. And I got some base Masterworks laying around here somewhere. Old Babu, he's the greatest. So yeah, see how easy that thing slides in? If you're using 100 point, you got to tap it a little harder. You got to push it down a little bit harder. Like I said, this one's 130 point. So it's got that little extra in there, but it also has extra room for it to slide out. 108 point, she ain't going nowhere. 130 point, a little bit too much. I mean, if this thing's going to go in there and it's not going to fall out easily, you got to really work at it, then that's kind of the route I want to go. If we hit like a super big card, you could always kind of just put a little bit of tape out there. A lot of guys use their little stickers that they got. I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely hate it when I get a card in and it has a personal sticker over the top, because those things are almost impossible to get off without cutting it. So painter's tape's the way to go on those. So much easier to get off. Yeah, you get their little sticker, and I had some people I used to buy a lot of breaks out of. They're not affiliated on Whatnot. They kind of have their own thing set up. And they had theirs, and they would tape that thing up there, and it was like a Band-Aid where you'd have to pull it and it would start stretching instead of coming off, and it was just like, oh my god, this is the worst thing ever. So most of the time I'm not even going to utilize this. I don't even tape anything up. I am super big on just team bagging it tight. I mean, if you team bag that thing tight, that thing's not going anywhere. It has zero room to come out. Team bags are the way to go 100%. Yeah, a lot of times you do. You have to cut it out. And that's normally what I do if I get it. I go straight for the knife. I'll slit the top of it, and I just pull the card out and toss that whole top loader away. I mean, top loaders are not cheap. They really aren't, especially when you're getting to the Masterworks top loaders. They ain't cheap. You're paying some money. You're paying like $8 for, how many is this? 10. 10, and these usually run about $8. Getting them off BCW is way cheaper if you're buying in bulk. I mean, if you're not breaking Masterworks weekly, there's no point in buying bulk. Yeah, the rough fit. That's exactly it, Rampage. And you'll run into that a lot. I'll tell you what you do. Ooh, so let me pull all these out and I'll show y'all. So you go to BCW, and this is how I learned about like which one to use for everything. So all of these came in one pack, even the 360 point. So you get 2 packs of each one. It's like it's between 100 and 150 bucks, bcw.com. And they will hook you up with 2 packs of each and every pack that they use. Ooh, I like that idea too. Just 800 grit, just get it right down there and it'll go right in. But it's well worth purchasing their little mixer set that they have. And if I ever run into a 240 point card, I'm good to go. Or a 360, which does not fit the radar relics. I've tried. They just don't go in there. They're too small. I'm pretty sure I need 400 point, but they only go up to 360. But yeah, you can get up there. You can get a nice little package. They'll send you a box within the week. It has every single size that they have. And you can figure out which one fits best, or you can even decide if you like BCW more. If you're going to use Ultra Pro, these are, like I said, 130 point for Ultra Pro. I think they're all right. I'm not going to say they're bad. That's a good idea, Rampage. 100%. Oh, that reminds me, I did not send you a message, but I did ship out your package. What's today? Monday? Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah, I shipped it out today. The one that you got from Maximum Collectibles is in your bag. So your new relic's coming. General Dodona, speaking of maximum, perfect timing. What's up, buddy? I was just talking to Rampage about relics, of course. Same. I just got home from work about, what, 20 minutes, 30 minutes ago? About 30 minutes ago. Well, it definitely worked out perfectly then. Definitely worked out perfectly. Oh, phone's going off. What's up, Molnar? Satirically, how y'all doing? Yeah, BCW, I've been very, very impressed, and it's the only place I can get the colored top loaders from. I absolutely love these things. Oh, like it's like I told him, it was no skin off my back, Rampage. Literally all I had to do, and you're gonna see it when you open your package, is it says maximum collectibles. I just crossed that out and put Rampage Dave. Kind of a problem solver. I didn't even change the team bag so y'all knew where it came from and where it went. So smart. Oh, my knees. Roy Chess, what up, Space Coast? Tyler, the vintage guy, how's it going? Yeah, I talked to Boba Freak today too. So he's sending me the mojo of this card, a menace named Maul. I am super excited. It's one of my favorite Maul cards. It's going pretty good. Going pretty good. Figured we run this little stream. I just got home from work. I had to work a split shift to cover the nights. So no way I'm going straight to sleep. I ain't got work tomorrow, so I figure as long as I'm in bed by like 1:30, I can wake up early enough. Ooh. Isn't it, Tyler? That thing is sweet. Unfortunately, I don't collect Snoke. My wife took a really cool picture. You see Snoke sitting over here. I'll show it to you. I made her send me a picture today because I posted it up on Discord to show it off. There you go. Look at that. They look good together. 95 for the Snoke is the price I put on it. It's Matt Stewart, little masterworks that we did. I had those 2 extra minis that we did for the Givey train. So we did the 2 minis for the Givey train. The first mini didn't hit on anything. It was embarrassing. So I ripped that second mini for the Givey train. Came out with the out of 10 wood Cobb Vanth Timothy Oliphant auto. And then, we were hanging out in here, not doing a whole lot. We were filling a break and we were talking about the other 2 minis, and somebody was like, oh, well, you should go ahead and Percy them. So me and the wife opened them, and they were nice. This actually all came out. Every one of these came out of those 2 last minis, along with the old corn on the cob. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. It was an amazing box, but I mean, how often do you see a masterwork a full box not be fully amazing somehow? There's always one amazing card that pops out. Oof, Wendy's. What's up, Dallin? I'm not gonna lie, I honestly wasn't expecting so many people to come in here. I thought I was gonna get up here, I was gonna do a quick packaging tutorial, if I could speak correctly, and then I was gonna get off. Depending on how early my packages show up tomorrow. Yeah, sounds dirty. It's dirty. But depending on how early my packages show up tomorrow, I might hop up here and try to sling a little bit of Game of Thrones, because we got those things rolling. They are coming in, and I'm excited. I'm excited to try to open some. They're expensive as all get out, but they're so cool. I was showing off the ones that I ripped. These were the hits out of it. So I bought the expensive one, which is this one. It's $250 a box, but I did get a Pedro out of 50. Tormund, this is my favorite auto that I pulled. Old Giants Bane, love them. And they're on-card autos. I mean, and then I hit this one out of 75. Not really sure what the difference is from the base card, but yeah, I'm really hoping we're going to pull some absolute heat tomorrow. I'd love to see a Sansa Stark. Daenerys, of course. I'd love to see a Daenerys auto show up. But we'll see how it works out. And then I bought I think it's Series 1. So that was Series 2. Like I said, it's $250 a box. There's only 5 packs in the box. But you're guaranteed an autograph in every single pack, which is why it's so expensive. The Series 1, if I'm not mistaken, only has 2 autos. I think there's about the same amount of packs. A lot of inscriptions. So, if I'm not mistaken, that Series 1, you're guaranteed 1 inscription auto, and I think you're guaranteed 1 in that box too, but I don't know. What's up, two ladies? I don't know. They're just so cool. This was, or it is, I guess. I mean, that's kind of what we're doing now. Not really selling anything. I didn't really load anything in. I don't have any sealed product until tomorrow. So yeah, it's just a Q&A, I guess. I was just talking about it. I definitely didn't think there'd be so many people on tonight. So I was going to do a quick tutorial because it was just straight over to YouTube and I'd share it to everybody. But then everybody started coming in and talking. So here I be. How you doing, Pokeox, Pubs? I didn't even bring enough water in here for me. So how do y'all normally do your labels when you're sending them off? Do y'all have a label printer or do y'all just print out on normal paper and cut it? Because I just print it out on a normal printer and I go through and cut every single one. Yep. I like I said, I bought a label printer and it works really well, but it doesn't hook up to my little Chromebook that I have without going through and editing every single label and then editing it to where it's cropped, and then I got to turn it 90 degrees and then it'll print out. And at that point, I'm wasting 10 minutes on each label, and I don't have that type of time. Especially when it's Sunday and I just got done sorting 12 breaks from the weekend. Usually it's not that many breaks. Usually it's like 4 or 5, but y'all know how long it can take to do breaks. The sorting is what hurts the most. I'm sure you do, Rampage. You hit in every single break you're in somehow. I know you got to have some fire hanging out. Start doing some Boba Freak single shows. Just have your blank table sitting there selling some of the most amazing cards ever. Yeah, the thermal printer's the way to go. It really is. And when I upgrade this computer, I'm planning on getting something that's going to actually work, because the Chrome OS, it's just not good for everything. It's really not good for hardly anything, honestly. But the computer was like $100, so I mean, I can't complain about that. The wife really only bought it for me so that I could do our taxes, because before I was running off my old 10-year-old I don't even know what brand it was, but it was like 10 years old and it was overheating and it was just a piece of junk. What's up, KGB? big old hunk of junk, and I'd get so pissed off at it every single year because that's all I used it for was literally just doing taxes yearly. I got a little bit of sports cards tucked away somewhere in this library. I've never really collected sports cards. My biggest problem with sports cards and sports altogether was the gatekeeping. I guess that's the term for it now, right? Gatekeeping. Saying, oh, you're not a real fan because you don't know this guy's stats and you don't know how far this guy ran that one time and how fast. And I was just never interested. It was just so aggravating. I used to love watching football. I played football when I was a kid. Absolutely loved it, but I hated all the other people that enjoyed it. So I completely just quit watching it 100%. Star Wars, on the other hand, I mean, nobody really cares. I like Darth Maul, and that's pretty much all I got going for me as far as the Star Wars goes. Once again, I don't have my YouTube up. It is way chiller. It's way more open and accepting, and that's definitely one of the biggest reasons I love it so much. Of course, there's a little bit of drama here and there, but you're never going to get this many people together and not have a certain amount of drama. I usually personally just try to stay out of it and kind of do my own thing. More than happy to help everybody out. A lot of you guys are in the Discord, you know. I'm more than happy to send out my break list. Y'all can have them anytime you want them. I'm good without all the drama. Absolutely despise it. It's too much effort to keep up with. I usually miss 90% of it also. A lot of times I'll get up here and people are talking about somebody and I'm like, "Well, who the hell is what's going on? What happened?" Like I remember it was like 7, 8 months ago, somebody came into somebody else's stream and they bought everything out. Like 100% everything that was in the store, they bought every single package, every single card, and they didn't buy it for themselves though. They bought it and they said, "Hey, give it all away to everybody else in the stream." And I had people coming into my stream complaining about that, and I was like, "Well, what's the big deal?" They were like, "Well, you know, you got other streamers on like you right now, and you don't have anybody in your room because, you know, so and so just went and bought everything and he gave it all away." And I was like, "I think that's awesome. I would I think that's great. And there's no reason to be upset about it." Slizztard. Speaking of drama, there's Lizard. Y'all don't mind him. He's just mouthy, but in a good way. That's normally the consensus, Wesley. Just about everybody comes in, they're like, hell yeah, screw him. I only fake hate you, Lizard. Whoa. I should have them right here. Where did I do them? I swear to God, I move them every single time. Here we go. There's absolutely... There's no way to hate a guy when he sends these to you, right? Look at that. Whew. And again, whew. I love my Darth Maul. Embossed. It's a biggin. Oh yeah, it'll come. There's absolutely no way at some point Lizard will send something to you. I still yet have been able to find my one-of-one sketches from Lizard. I got them set up somewhere. They're in top loaders. I just don't know where they are. Yep, that's definitely a part of the rule. Make a purchase, say you're pretty, then you're good to go. What disappeared? Oh, Big Ben coming in with a raid to hear me talk and do absolutely nothing else. Appreciate you, Big Ben. I don't know if y'all have ever dealt with Big Ben here, but this man has probably rated me more than any other streamer in the community. And I try to rate him every time he's on when I get off. Even you, Lizard. We usually do. And we're usually getting on and off, right around each other. So we're always streaming each other, rating each other, I mean. I don't even know what you were running. I haven't been on Whatnot. I haven't looked at what anybody else was doing. I literally just got up here to show off some packaging and how I do it, and then I was going to get off. But then everybody wanted to come in and talk, and I'm down for that. Did y'all pull some awesome stuff over there? Let's see, where'd this go? Yeah, I tell everybody just starting out in Star Wars, the biggest and hardest thing to do is pick your PC. Ooh, what was the ceiling card? Oh, that bottle of water's empty. Whew, which Vader? Was it the 22 Chrome Galaxy? Well, it had to be Galaxy if it was Mojo, right? Nice. Galaxy's the best. I absolutely love the Galaxy. I got some in here somewhere. Inside of my little hit box. None of it's mall, so can't care about it too much, right? There's some Galaxy. It's corn on the cob. Yep, the Galaxies are definitely the best. This one right here, I got some out of fives. Look at that little fella. I like the finest sketches. That's the great thing about finest is there's so many sketches in the set, but it doesn't hold up to the old one. I'm guessing you farted, Lizard. All right, Big Ben. I appreciate you, bud. Have a good one. I got some randomness here. All numbered or autos or giant relics. Nambi Gimas for days. Palps, yeah, he's definitely a Palpatine chaser. I got sketches for sure. The only Palpatine I had, I sent to you already. I got that nice Kylo though. Oh, BGS 8.5. Let's see. These are all the ones I've actually listed somewhere. I got that one right there. Tade is talking about purchasing it. We're working out a deal. The dark side I have in the store set at $400, Kyber. It's the 10 out of 10. Hey, it's definitely a good way to do it. See, when I first started collecting Darth Maul, I definitely didn't. There weren't many people chasing them, you know. Like Darth Maul wasn't huge back in the day, and that's how I ended up with all of this. This is all Darth Maul PC, and it's not all like super big numbered cards. I need to set that one out so I can put it next to that. Ooh, out of 5 Phasma, that's pretty sweet. There's a good one. One of my favorite sketches that I got. I'm all in 100%. I got a couple of these, as you can tell. Look at this little guy. I got this for free. Somebody sent it to me. I don't remember who sent it, but I was excited. I get it. I just got it, Maximum. It took me a second. But you can't have a PC collection without having this Han Solo face in it. You've got to have this in any collection. Look at those white girl lips. I love it. Some more sketches. Some more Darth Maul numbered. Oh, they're grading the Lego cards. That's pretty cool. I personally don't like having a massive amount of graded cards in my collection. I've only got 2 graded Darth Mauls. I like top loaders more. As you can tell, I got a top loader in my top loader. It's beautiful. Yeah, I don't send really a whole lot out to get graded. Ow. I don't dislike the way they look. If I'm getting something graded, it's literally just for resale value or protection. And the way I protect most of my stuff is one of these nice pro molds. These are the ones we were talking about. Anybody in the Discord, these are the exact pro molds we were talking about that holds a penny sleeve. That thing has got a sleeve. It's got that room in there. It's just as good. Yeah, one touches definitely look better to me too. And you got the multicolored ones now. You can get them black, red, green, blue. We were talking about the stickers earlier. I don't like the stickers. Definitely not a huge fan of stickers. I don't have a clue, Maximum. I guess unless you make them yourself. I made these myself, if you couldn't tell. Yeah. I'm going to work on it. But we're getting there. It's slowly making it. Making headway. Yeah, it's definitely legit. And I got them all over the place. That's what everybody's getting their stuff shipped in now. Yep, that is it actually is a sketch. I didn't get it in color, but that's my Julianne, my Maul drill. Little personal sketch card. Yeah, they're really so the thing I don't like about them, that I don't like about your card holder stickers is, I mean, unless you're going to keep it in there for good and never take it out, that's great. But most people want to swap out what it's sitting in. And if that's the case, I mean, it's a good way to keep the card super safe. It's not going to come out, especially these bigger ones. I did it earlier, so these things they'll slip right out. You know, so just doing a little bit of a sticker or a little bit of tape is awesome with it. I just top load or I just team bag it up. No way that thing's coming out of there. But with the stickers, they're almost impossible to get off. You have to fight them. If you just use a little bit of tape, you know, you can take that thing out. You can clean it up if you want to, anything of that nature. Jedi robe patches. I feel like at some point they got to, if they haven't already done it. Sooner or later, they're definitely going to do some Jedi robe patches. Yeah, that thing's sweet, right, Captain? Yeah, just hot glue them in. I like that plan. Definitely a fan of that plan. I'll tell you what I want. I want a relic card, right? But I want Darth Maul's horn. I just want one of his horns. How cool would that be? Just a sliver of it. I'd be happy. Maybe with a Ray Park auto on it also. Yeah, that would be righteous. No, this was just a how to package, and we kind of went through that in the first 20 seconds. If y'all want to learn how to stream, I totally got you. I can show you. I can do all the ins and outs of it that I do. You want to learn how to package a single card? I've gone through it a couple times. I can go through it again. I still have all my stuff right here because I didn't do anything else. So, oh, okay, Chaos. I do have it set up on YouTube if anybody wants to go in and look how I do it. After the live's over, you'll be able to go in and actually watch it. It's going to be super cool. 0 edits. Oh. I got a package that just shipped out. The stamp relics. Oh, nice, Captain. Very nice. That's exciting. You doing a stream this weekend? Who's Snoke? That's mine. All these cards are mine. Are you just going to load some stuff up in the store? That thing's wild. I like it. I like it a lot. Oof, this thing does not want to. I got too much stuff happening on the screen now. It doesn't. It's just focusing everywhere. I watched a stream today. It was Show Me the Money. He was literally streaming off of his bed. Like it was his. He was using his bed as a break table. You can stream anywhere. As long as you got a cell phone, you got it covered. Set up a chair and put your cards in it. I'll say his bed did look very nice, so I guess that counts. Pretty sure he had pink covers. Yeah, stream at Buffalo Wild Wings. I like it. I've streamed from my card shows that I've been at, and I literally just set up like a little corner and set some cards there. If you're gonna do pack outs, I'll tell you one of the best things you can purchase for a pack out. Get a tin. Man, these things right here are lifesavers selling packs. Because the packs, that was a bad example because it doesn't fit. Will this fit? Yeah, the packs fit in there absolutely perfect. So you could just line them up in there. These things will normally hold an entire hobby box of up to like 24 packs. Chrome Galaxy fits in here great. And that's just a Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're a hobby box. An airplane. Oh, when you're on the way to Hawaii? Yeah, you can have your little table set out. That'd be pretty cool. I know that's a lie. Nah, you scream at the top of your lungs. That's the only way they're going to be able to hear you over the baby crying. Ooh, good luck with that. Good luck. Pretty soon, your 22 Galaxy is going to be the same way. It's already starting to go back up in price. 21 Galaxy is going to be $2,000 a box. 22 Galaxy is going to be up to $700 a box. I concur. Yep. That's the way it rolls. Yeah, your 21 Chrome Galaxy, there's a few cards in there that if you get them graded, they're super big, but I mean, we know what the chances are of hitting specific cards are in most sets. It is super, super low. Yeah, 93 is your first set for regular Galaxy, but it wasn't anywhere near the new Galaxy. For the most part, it is. The way they've been doing the Galaxy is your cards 1 through 50 are remakes of older sets, and then the 51 through 100 are all new to that set and original artwork. So like half and half. Yeah, it's definitely nice seeing that newer artwork coming out, and I love getting that older artwork. We were just looking at some of the 93 in the beginning. We used it as packaging. This is actually what Fire Lizard sent me. Yep, 1993. Oh, bib. A skinny bib right there, if y'all could see without all the crazy glare. Nope, 93 has etched foil cards. And I think it's what, 6 or 8 in all, 6 or 9 maybe. They make like a big puzzle. And each box or each hobby box, you have 2 etched foils that you can get. Other than that, they're just paperbacks, original artworks. It's a cool little set to have some of. If you don't have any 93, you should definitely get a hold of some. They're worth having, for sure, in my opinion at least. I need to set these up as a package deal. I got 2 of them now, 25 and 99. Yeah, Lizard definitely normally has some 93 set up, some of the older 10s. I'm still excited I got this red mall. I got this thing for like 20 bucks. What a win. People were missing out. They just don't know. They just don't know, guys. I guarantee Lizard has a bunch of Vaders. I've only got the one Vader numbered right now, if I'm not mistaken. And it's just it's that dark side X Fractor. A little high end. Oh yeah, there's definitely there's one etched foil in the 93. I actually had one out of my very first box that I opened in 93 and sent it off and got it graded. Came back as a 7. I was pretty excited about it. Then I sold it because it wasn't Darth Maul. Ooh. This weekend, Lizard, it should be arriving Friday, but I bought one box. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to hit draft Pop Century. We'll see how it goes. I bought a little bit of different stuff this time. I got the 2 Game of Thrones boxes coming in, and then the 1 Metal Pop Century. Hoping we'll get a really big hit out of it. But we shall see. I still got to figure out the prices on it. Yeah, you're doing a single show, right, Lizard? Ooh, nice. Little dollar start setup. There we go. Oh yeah, he ships to US. It's usually like $8 to $10 to get it shipped from Canada. Definitely have to go onto the YouTube channel and condense this video into just the first 5 minutes. Did you do it off of here, Kyber? Yeah, you don't really see it a whole lot when you're selling. I know normally, what is it for you, Lizard? Like $15 to $20 to buy from me just in shipping? Yeah. That's it's pretty crazy. And then they had that little time frame where anything you had shipped out, it was getting returned to sender and taking another like 4 weeks. Yeah. Anytime I'm doing breaks or singles, I always do every single at 0 to 1 ounces. And then any break spot, if it's Masterworks, you're looking at 1 to 3 ounces. Unless it's like a 1 box break, then I still keep it at 1 ounce. The only problem is, like, when I'm doing international, I can't change any international shipping weight. So normally it goes over, and normally I just shove a whole bunch of extra cards in there or like an extra Funko Pop or something of that nature to make up that weight. Because I can't go in and make it lower, I can only make it bigger. Yeah, I was able to for a while, Lizard, but now it just gives me an error every single time. That's another great thing about these right here. So they're smaller. They don't weigh, they probably weigh a quarter of the amount. So like a 1 card, that's with the cardboard, with the tape, it still comes in at like 0.8. So what I do is I print all my labels out. Nope, I don't use a laser printer. I use my normal printer. You got to do 66 for the size. Order 66 and they fit up there perfectly. Yep, I do the same. I have a laser printer. It just doesn't work. 66, whatever that size is. The thermal printers are really nice if it hooks up to your computer, which mine doesn't, because I have a cruddy little Chromebook. I'll be changing that soon. I tape all of my stuff on. Yep. And then I recently upgraded to a chopping block. So I can cut up to 15 pages at a time, which is nice. It is definitely a hassle. Before I was using this to go through and cut all my paper, and that was even more of a hassle. Yeah, it's a hassle that is very, very easily fixed by getting a thermal printer. Spend 150 bucks, purchase one. Oh, you use scissors? Yeah, you got to upgrade from that. Yeah, I started out with scissors, and then the orders started going up, and it was taking more and more time. Yeah, the inside is what is most important. How the card is actually packaged and how it looks is definitely more important than how the box or package looks. Whew. Yeah, I've definitely been there. Upgrading to this little fella right here. Yeah. Yeah, having to package each and every pop, make sure it's sealed properly and everything. Definitely takes a whole lot longer. I could see it in taping all the boxes up. Yeah, that's what Lizard started out doing. Funko Pops. That's actually how I met him. I bought some of my Funko Pops from him. What's up, MPU? Amazing Gray. How y'all doing? Oh, we're just hanging out, MPU. I was just doing a little packaging tutorial for my YouTube, and then it spun out of control, and a lot of people showed up. So now we're just running our mouths. I got absolutely nothing in the store. I have nothing to break. I didn't think I'd be on but like 10 minutes. So I've showed off my cards a couple times and probably going to be going to bed here in a minute. I mean, I always have singles. What singles you looking for, MPU? Anybody specific? I can tell you if I got them. Nope, zero Leias. I never keep Leias long if I ever get them. Yeah. Boba or Bo-Katan? Nope. No Boba, no Bo-Katan, I don't think. I got some Fennec, some droids. I got a lot of non-chasers. For the BB-8? Huh. I don't know. Make an offer. I've never even tried to comp this thing out. I think they will be. I hope they will be. I don't see why they wouldn't. Here, let me pull up the old 130 point. We'll see what some of those purple ray waves go for. $130 point? Oh man, $130 point's great. Hold on. Excuse my completely ruined table that I've tore up. There we go. Don't look at any of this. None of that's worthwhile. So 130point.com. How do you zoom on these things? I've never been able to do that. Either way, it's 130point.com. And it is, hold on. So it can check all of these other, or all of these little different sites. PWCC, Pristine, eBay, Heritage. So you just type in whatever you're searching for. 22 Topps Finest. And we'll put in BB-8. Not BB Star, but BB-8. And it comes up with sold prices. Yes, it is. I was about to say, none of these are showing up correctly. There you go. Look at that. Oh, that's a digital. That's dumb. I hate digital cards. How do those things even sell? I hate going onto eBay and looking at all the cards, and I'm like, oh man, that one looks really cool. It's a Ray Park auto, and they only want $5 for it. I'll go ahead and bid on it, and then I realize it's a digital only. So there you go. There's an out of 75 Wave BB-8, 62 out of 75. Went for $524 on January 6th. Let's search that a little bit more. Let's do a Purple Wave. See if we can shoot this down a little bit. Yeah, I don't comprehend the NFTs in the least. I mean, I don't want to purchase it unless it's physical. Ooh, look at that. That Vader went for $20. That's not bad. And out of 75. There's one right there. $3 is what it sold for. I'm only seeing the two. Graded in a PSA 10, it was worth $20. There's the non-numbered Purple Wave from regular Chrome. They tried to get a fast one. That Vader went for 51. Yeah, you definitely can't look at the ones that are currently for sale. You got to look at the ones that have been sold. And that's what this does. It actually shows you sold items. That's the greatest thing about 130 point is it gives you your sale prices. Not only that, but a lot of times, when you're on the bay and it says, "Oh, best offer accepted," and it doesn't tell you how much it sold for. Oh, yeah. You'll see that a whole lot. That's crazy. You also find a lot of sold items on eBay that they didn't actually sell, so it got bid up that high, and they call it shill bidding, which means a whole lot of people bid on it to raise the price up, but then they don't actually purchase it. Yeah, so I mean, I'm seeing anywhere between $1.25 to $5.25. So BB-8, I would say $4. And that's how I always comp out all my stuff. Now I gotta. Yes. Yeah, you don't. I can do 4 on it. Why not? We're sitting here. Might as well. Let me put it in there for you. No, it's totally free, Kyber. You just Google it, click on it, and you're good to go. But yeah, you can bid it. A lot of people bid the stuff up, and you don't have to purchase right off gate. Yep. What number is this? 16 out of 75. That happened to me a whole lot. 0 to 1. I definitely don't run a whole lot up there. It won't filter out your false buys immediately, but it will take them off pretty early on. And the great thing about it, here you go. I'm gonna run it for you. There we go. She's going. But the really great thing about it is it shows up as a whole lot of different prices out there. So I mean, if you have an outlier that is $100 and everybody else is buying it for $5, that one's it's not worthy. There's no point even looking that for a comp because it's just too far out there, and it was most likely she'll bid it up, and it's going to get taken off at some point. Get that in team bag. Oh yeah, my daughter loves Ray and Leia. That's only because I had some little action figures. They weren't Barbie dolls, they were action figures, okay? And now she uses them as baby dolls. Where's my marker at? Yeah, she absolutely loves it. Nailed it. Now she comes in here and tries to steal all of my Star Wars toys that I have everywhere. Like that BB-8 up there, she's been trying to get a hold of. And then I have the BB-8 R2. She's really been trying to get a hold of that one. She's gonna talk me into it one of these days. Yeah, and sketches are even harder to comp out because a lot of times, most things, it's what somebody's willing to buy or pay for it, especially with sketches and 101 superfractors, stuff of that nature. Um, it really comes down to the artist, how great the artwork is. If somebody's PCing it, but a lot of times, typing in your artist, you can see what their stuff sells for, and then typing in sketches of the specific character, and you can kind of come to a middle ground for it. Yeah, you gotta give 3PO his leg back. What's happening? Yeah, you gotta love having kids watch stuff. Yeah, a lot of times what it'll come down to stuff of that nature, MPU, is price it at like the highest comp point you can find and take your best offer. Let it go for what you're willing to sell it for. I mean, that's honestly the best way to do it. Ooh, nice. Yeah, listing everything, comping everything out, it really is a nightmare, especially if you have a whole bunch. I'll sometimes do shows like, actual vendetta show locally every once in a while. I don't do it as often because I'm working so much more, but I definitely remember going through and pricing out, 600 cards, and it's awful. I hate it. I hate every bit of it. Have you there's quite a few people up here that collect the old Pad Bay. I know Dallin's huge on collecting Padme and chasing, so you might have a chance there. Hey, Kyber does. Padme's definitely a huge chaser when it comes down to Star Wars cards. Everybody wants some Padme. I love her too. She's just too expensive for me to PC. She is. She is absolutely gorgeous. I love her to death. What up, Hockey? Hanging out, man. Just sitting around, doing a whole bunch of nothing. Yeah, I've definitely never had that opinion, MPU. I was also Natalie Portman was always top. Natalie Portman, Keira Knightley, which is basically the same person. Good God. That is massive. Yeah, I don't think you'll ever see another Carrie Fisher autograph going for cheap now that she's dead. I think the cheapest you're going to get one is from Dave and Adams Hit Parade boxes. Yep, it's definitely going to take some luck. I mean, if you buy an entire case for 800 bucks, you're guaranteed one of those hits that they show off. And as far as I'm aware, the Carrie Fisher has not been pulled from the one they got now, the Series 2. I haven't seen it at least. Doesn't mean it hasn't been pulled though. I know last weekend we went through 8 boxes. I didn't buy a full case and we didn't get the first one. No, the only way you're gonna know is when it gets posted on Facebook or somebody talks about it up here or in one of the discords. That's when you really start figuring it out. Like Star Wars card collector, that's where you'll find it. Yep, and seeing it listed on the bay. Because I'll tell you, if I ever pull a Carrie Fisher auto for a Percy, it's going on the bay, or I'm gonna sell it up here. Most likely going up here. I mean, it's worth way too much for me to hold on to it. Yep, it would be gone. There's no question about it. I would love to say I'd keep it. I mean, I've said the same thing. If I ever pull like a Darth Maul Superfractor, like the 23 Chrome Galaxy, I'm gonna sell it. There's no question. I'm putting it up for sale. Oh yeah, like that one right there. I pulled this one last weekend. I do like Ming Na Wen. Yeah, that one is sitting at about $200. Oh, that's pretty sweet, Wesley. What's crazy is you can get some of her cards for pretty cheap. Book of Boba Fett set you can definitely get on the low. Oh yeah, you gonna go to it, Wesley? Oh yeah, the patches are super cheap. Nice. Yeah, the patches you can get super on the low. Man, that actress for the baby Leia, that's some child labor right there. As much as she has signed, that is crazy. We did a whole bunch of the Book of Boba Fett. We actually did multiple cases of it, and I'm not gonna. It's such a bad set. It really is. It is such a terrible set. To be such a cool show, the pull rates in it's just atrocious. We did a case of the tens also, and oh my god, they were bad. There were some we'd pull an auto and that was it. Like a non-numbered auto was the 10 hit, and there was no numbered card or anything throughout the rest of it. It was just not good. It really does suck because I mean the show was awesome. I really enjoyed the show. That's the way to do it, MPU. That is definitely the way to do it. I get as many Darth Maul cards as I possibly can, whether it's numbered or not. It, I would say it probably is because there's really been nobody to put together like a list of what's been pulled. Is it the TCG? I think that's it. Yeah. You know, I think it's going to be cool. It's not going to be anything like a Chrome set or anything of that nature, but I think it's going to be better received than what most people think at the moment. Oh, who knows? It is oof. Let me look it up cuz I cannot remember. I was just looking at it today. I think there's going to be value in some Rise of the Rebellion. Yep, that sounds right. But yeah, I think there's going to be some cards in there that are going to go up only because they are doing like I think they got full arts. It's going to be up a whole lot like Pokemon is. And I mean, everybody knows how big Pokemon is. It's absolutely huge. Um there's going to be like the variants, picture variants or whatever they're called. I think those are going to be big. Spark of Rebellion. That's the guy. That's it. Yeah, there aren't. And I mean, that's the whole thing, though. You know, you're not going to be pulling $1,000 card out of the set. You're not going to get a Superfractor worth 4K or an Angel Avila sketch or a J Trout that's worth thousands of dollars. There are going to be the Hyperspace, though, which is going to be pretty sweet. So you're going to have a Hyperspace variant that you could pull. 24 tops. I have no idea what they've been doing recently, and they started it in 2023. Is they're kind of doing like surprise releases. Um, like I think it was Obi-Wan Kenobi. They only put it out like it was like 3 weeks before release. Yeah, and I mean you got to think 200 to 250 is going to be pretty damn good for a raw card, especially because the set's not expensive. You know, they're going to have booster boxes. They're probably going to have it set up to where you get one of those, like you get a really good chase card per box. Pack outs are going to be huge on it if they end up doing it. Some kind of break. I think it's just the. I think it's based on the sequels, like the newest trilogy and the latest TV shows. Now, you should see Vader just based off of, you know, Ahsoka and Obi-Wan. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can't have a Star Wars set without having Vader in there somewhere. They're gonna find a way to put Vader in it. Vader is what sells half of it. Yes, it would. Definitely on a hyperspace variant. You know, the hyperspace, I'm thinking they're going to use the same thing, but it's the flagship superfractor. And there haven't been many of those pulled just because nobody likes having all of the stupid base laying around. That's what we need to start doing. I'm going to buy a bunch of cases of flagship. We're just going to go through and rip everything and see if we can find a super, a nice hyperspace. That and hitting the where is it? I know I got one sitting in here. Flagship's great for what it is. for the cheapness of it. I know I got it in here. Oh yeah, your die cuts, hitting these thing and numbered. It is so hard. I've only ever pulled 2, and we've ripped so many cases of it. The first one was a Kylo, the second one was that one, and then I bought this one as a single. They are hard to hit. They just don't like showing up. Yep, the die cuts do have numbered. They go all the way down to the hyperspace 101s. I got the full set somewhere in a binder of the regulars, and I've pulled that one for myself. And then I bought the Darth Maul. The Vaders are definitely hard to get. Some of them are more chased after than others. I have a ton of flagship base. I probably have Vader sitting up here, 6 or 7 of them if I don't knock my phone over. Good Lord, there's so many up here. There's a Palpatine, Rey, another Darth Maul. Ooh, a Kyber. I just sold my Asajj Ventress Kyber last weekend. And I haven't set up a finest base set. The only 2 base sets I've ever actually put the effort into and set up were the 22 and 23 Chrome Galaxy, because the Galaxies are my favorites. Chrome Galaxy is hands down the best there is at the moment. Other than Masterworks, I really love that new Masterworks set, and that's why I've been ripping that pretty religiously on weekends. They don't do terrible from what I've seen. Yeah, they definitely do have a lot more. It's really just, I love the artwork of the Galaxies. It's definitely my favorite part, and I mean, this is a Galaxy right here. You comp it out on that 130 point, just like I was doing earlier. I comp mine out raw. And I've never had any issue with that. I have heard tell of people having issues when they send a card in, they get it graded at a 10, and then they want more money. No, the way it gets submitted is there's a listing basically. So it'll list out each and every single card, and it'll have the prices on the side of that. And I'm pretty sure you put that packaging in there. Yep. Yeah, if you're just doing like a single card send off, then it really doesn't matter, I guess. We normally send off. Oh, what's up, Soviet? Happy Dragon. My bad, I didn't have the YouTube up. Got people in there talking, and I wasn't paying attention to nothing. Depending on, well, sending on who you want to, it depends on what you're trying to do. If you're sending it off to get it graded for PC or for resale value, you know, there's a bunch of big differences there. You have a lot of PSA snobs. Personally, I like PSA. If I, like I said, if I'm getting something graded, I'm sending it off so I can get more value for resale. um, oh, Happy Dragon over here on YouTube wants us to show off how to package. So I'll do a quick one. We'll do a small. But yeah, it's really not hard to actually set the stuff off. I'm gonna do a little mock packaging for your card, MPU. I will. I absolutely will. I got some stuff right here. Hold on, I gotta get a new piece of cardboard. All right, so you want your cardboard. Gots to have that cardboard. Let's set this up a little bit better. Here we go. We got the card that Mr. MPU just purchased not too long ago. You always want it top loaded, sleeve top loaded, put it in your team bag nice and tight. You don't want any really room in there for it to fall out or anything of that nature. I buy these fancy little pieces of cardboard right off of Amazon because I'm too lazy and I don't feel like cutting my own cardboard. Like I said, I'm lazy. Little bit of tape. Nice little fold over, makes it a little easier. Bam. That's my kind of guy. Yep, I definitely purchased the cardboard. Like I said, I have a label printer. I just don't utilize it. Oh no, I don't like using rubber bands, Jedi Jeff. I never use rubber bands. I definitely utilize the tape. You can peel that thing right off. Easy peasy. Definitely makes it easier for everybody to get into. So yeah, that's about as protected as that's going to get. Now I utilize these. Also buy them off Amazon in bulk. I recycle a whole lot too. I've never had tape mess it up ever. And normally, honestly, I don't always use the painter's tape. This is what I like when I'm doing quick packaging for a weekend. This is what I use because it's, man, look, that's so quick. If I could get something to where that sits in there, I'd be in there, which I probably could figure out how to get one to set it in there. But yeah, and then all you want to do, slide that bad boy in there. I'd need a 3D printer for that. All right, we're sealed up. That thing right there is good to go. She ain't going nowhere. And while I'm sitting here, I might as well print out the packaging label. Yeah. We definitely keep some printer's tape or painter's tape. Now I can't talk. Let me print out the label real quick, Dragon. And I'll tape that bad boy up there. $30 card order. Good Lord. So yeah, like I said, I always use, so when you go to print, I'm not going to show all this, but the scale, I use 66. I kind of only did it because I like order 66, of course. Oh no, it's Last time I checked, it's usually like 15. I need to print that part out. Yeah, the turnaround times are definitely the scary part. Use my chopping block. Yeah, and that's the label right there. I'm gonna keep it upside down so we're not putting MPU's personal info out there. All right, so I'll do a quick one like this. So what I do with these is I literally put the little label right there, and I will take perfect size tape every time, and I just stick it there, and I do a second one right there. Oh, almost messed up. And it fits perfectly every single time. I did not cut that tape perfectly. Let me get a little. So yeah, that's it right there. I got the information covered, of course, but that is a nice printed package. You can see I got every edge. The entire thing is covered in tape, and she is labeled and just got to drop it off. Let me get caught up on chat here. I got $1. I'd buy that for $1. Isn't that meme you always see sticking around? Yeah, the card savers are definitely good to have around, and that's what most people send them off on. I mean, you can see I got these are the CGC ones right here. Flip it over around right. And a lot of times they actually prefer that, or they won't accept cards in a top loader. They definitely just want those. I order all of mine from bcw.com. We were talking about it earlier. I buy it in bulk, so I get the bulk discounts, and I get all the separate colored ones. I mean, I absolutely love pulling a red card, a red out of 5, and then putting it into a red top loader. I don't know why, but it just makes me happy. It's just really cool when you can match them up like that. Little color match, if you will. Adds that little extra bit of excitement. Like that one. I hate when they're in there and they're not really centered. It's centered enough, I guess. Just makes it look better. But I got the red ones. I'm really partial to the black ones. You pull a really nice Darth Vader card and you toss it in a black top loader. But you got green, blue, There's white ones also, which go along really good if you pull a sweet Ahsoka card with the sabers out. I count that as an extra win. You know, any Darth Maul card looks good. A bulk mag, like the one touches. Yeah, I'll tell you, man. And we were talking about it in the Discord earlier while we were actually talking about the whole shipping stuff. If you're gonna buy some, go more expensive. Yeah, absolutely, Kyber. I think I can make that happen. Hold on, let me pull it up here. Oh, well, if I turn my dag on. They have a little thing in here where I should be able to just copy it and paste it. I think that would be really easily done. Not that, not that. How do I get to... There you are. See if this is going to work. So that's the Discord link. Did that do anything? It's not clickable, is it? But yeah, if you, back to the pro molds. If you're going to purchase some pro molds, these right here, I absolutely can, Kyber. I think it would be easier. These are definitely my favorite pro molds because they are designed for a penny sleeve. And I think that's a huge deal. Where is my Big Vader card? Here we go. So like this one right here, it's sitting in a penny sleeve inside the pro mold. Pro mold it's more expensive, but it's well worth doing it if you want to keep your cards safe. Now, if you get like a regular one touch, like I know, yep, they are magnetic. They got the little magnet up there, and they're perfect. They have all different sizes, so you can get all your different points, and they just work better than these right here. I mean, you put a card in just a regular one, the bulk, I think after you buy 100, you get like 8% off. We were actually talking about it in the Discord. I could show you a screenshot somebody put up there. It's like $400 for 100, I think. So you're paying a lot, but can I just... Yeah, definitely not cheap. But, you know, you can go in, you can buy 10 or 20 of them, spend $50, and work your way up from there. Or you can save up the money and buy a whole bunch of them. I know of a lot of LCSs have them, like your little local card shops. I know mine, the only one I really shop at, because it's the only one that I can get Star Wars cards, has these. That's actually where I found out about them. And they're so much more worthwhile. Like, I pulled a Superfractor in iHumans stream and he put it in here. And basically, the only way you can really keep it safe is you put the card in there, and then you put a penny sleeve over top of it before you put this on, because you don't want it scratching up the face. You just pulled a $1,000 to $4,000 card. You don't want the pro mold case to be the one to tear it up for you. And I don't know if you're going to want to put it into a top loader and try to take that risk, especially if it's not your card. That's one of those things. As soon as somebody buys into a break, and we open, and like, any card is now theirs. If you purchase a pack from me and I open it, that's not my card. So I need to do everything I can to keep it absolutely exactly like it will be when it comes out of the pack. So I would hate to put it into a top loader or put it into our nice little one touches, and then it gets scratched up because it wasn't a good fit. So if I'm sending a card out and it's a big card, like say I'm sending this one out, I'm not going to ship it in anything but a pro mold or a top loader, because I can get them in here in a top loader with no issues. I just bang it on the table, so I make sure it goes down in there enough. I don't ever want it to go all the way down to the bottom. Sometimes they can be, Kyber. I've definitely seen a lot of breakers, and they can definitely pull in some cash. Most of the time on mine, I don't really make very much off of them. What is this? Usually, if I get lucky after a break, I'll make like at most $100 to $150 off of a case. And that doesn't include any of my shipping supplies or anything of that nature. That's definitely a downside. So the Vader spot is one of those spots for breakers. Everybody wants to buy into it. If you hit a card, it's going to be massive no matter what. And it kind of helps out with losing money on all those other breaker spots. This girl's over here 2 in the morning ordering Amazon stuff. Lord have mercy. Girl, you got school in the morning. Jesus, kids. That's a good possibility. I don't know. Bad Batch is a pretty big spot these days. I'll tell you, a really good breaker to get into. I don't really know. I haven't really seen you around too much, Kyber Shop. Yeah, 3 a.m. So it's pretty close. But Chasing Vader, a really good spot or a really good break to buy into is iHuman's Chrome Galaxy breaks. Because the way he does it is he breaks up a whole lot of his Vaders into other spots. So you can buy the Vader spot and you get, a bunch of Vader cards out of Chrome Galaxy. But if you buy your Trooper spot, there's like 2 separate Vaders in there. Or if you buy, yeah, absolutely. Bad Batch is going to be awesome. I have yet to finish the last season. Yep, that is iHuman. Definitely give him a follow. He does pretty good breaks. He usually does a lot of times he'll do half cases, or he does like 2 box breaks, so a quarter case, something of that nature. I actually went through a lot of his breaks and looked at them and based some of my breaks off of his, just because I like the way he broke up having Vader in different spots and stuff of that nature. I've slowly been working my way through every single one of them. But, you know, I got a full-time job. Like me sitting here tonight on a Tuesday is absolutely unheard of unless I'm on vacation, but I had to do a swing shift tonight, so I'm off tomorrow. I don't go back in till Thursday. $10K. He doesn't really do singles. He's definitely not a very singles guy. Normally he's just doing breaks, and he's up here almost every single weekend. What up, Dan says? What does he have up here for sale? Let me look. I don't ever look at anybody's store. I don't even know how to look at anybody's store up here. I got a couple for 10K if anybody wants them. Totally in. How do you look at somebody's store? Why do I click here? No, I don't want that. Yeah, but either way, if he's got some upcoming shows. Oh, he's just doing Chrome this weekend. I'll sell you my entire streaming table and everything on it right now for 10K. That includes the monitor and the phone that I stream off of. You'll pretty much get an entire streaming setup. I've only got a PlayStation 4, but it can go too. It's pretty close to the table. Why not? $2. Yeah, and it hasn't been plugged up in almost a year. So it needs some updates. I think we're gonna bring it down to 50 cent. You're gonna have at least 3 days of updating whenever it does get plugged back in. I definitely plan on plugging it back in soon. I got to get caught up on some stuff. $2 for the Fennec. Gonna need a couple zeros there. Oh, that's pretty cool. Wrong side of the decimal, Wesley. Can I should be able to send this in a message now, right? Let's see, go to view profile. Yeah, is it called the Vader Unplugged? And that was 22 Chrome Galaxy? I'm gonna send you the Discord link also, Wesley. Everybody's welcome. It's B. Lewis's Discord. A lot of streamers up there, a lot of customers up there. We're all in there. Let's see. Let's look at some of them. We'll see which one it was. Was it that card? Okay. So that's 2023. Vader Unplugged is a redemption, and it is a very, very nice one. Was it that one? Yep, Vader Unplugged. Yeah, that's a redemption from 22 Chrome Galaxy. It is a very nice card. Yeah, you have that one as a redemption. You have Vintage Vader. See if I can find that one. Yeah, that's one of the other redemptions you can get. You said it was a Mojo? Or what was it numbered out of? Yeah, horizontals can definitely be upsetting. Oh, a Mojo out of 50. Let's comp it. Before I go to bed. 130 point, as per usual. Should be pretty easily found. Let's see, Vader, Unplugged, Mojo. All right, here's some that has recently sold. I really wish I could figure out how to zoom this thing. I don't know how everybody does it. I'm gonna have to look into it. Oh, I'm dumb. I figured it out, guys. So this is very easily found. So your last one sold on the 10th was at $100. 24 out of 50, but that was graded. I'm guessing it was a low grade. Here's one right here. Mojo Refractor out of 50. So it sold for 70 raw. There's another one for, oh no, that's vintage. PSA 9 out of 99. I'd say about 80 bucks is a pretty good comp on that. Seeing as how the only one we have is $70 out of 50. And that was a best offer. Oh yeah, guaranteed. That one's only out of 99. We pulled this one a couple weeks back. I love that card. Mojo Refractor. So that one graded in a PSA 9, sold for 140, and that's 22 Chrome Galaxy is just the best. Absolutely love it. It's amazing. See, and that one's an out of 150 right here. It sold for $62. So that's just the atomic right there. It's only going to go up in price if I were to guess. If I were to guess, I definitely think it's going to be one that rises like a beautiful shooting star. Definitely, since it's a get this thing to zoom back out. Yeah, technically I would say it is an Anakin card. He ain't got no helmet on, no moss. But yeah, your 22 Chrome Galaxy. Let's bam. It has all your portraits for the first setup. So that was the redemption for that nice little portrait card that it came with, which a lot of people were pissed off that the redemptions were non-autos. It was just a regular base card, which I totally understand. This is such a great set. Pulled this one in the X-Fractor not long ago, and a Prism. That actually went to Flexi Collects. This one right here is a huge card. It's normally in the Entourage spot. Yeah, this is just my 22 Chrome Galaxy. This is my full refractor set with all the inserts. Bad Batch is really big in these. Here's your inserts. Little vintage. I have everything except for this one little fella right here. Yeah, we pulled the out of 5 out of that box cover art. I really love the... I have no idea. I can never remember which one it is. And then the sketch variations. I don't know. All I know is it's card number 21. Yeah, card number 21. I'm going to have it sooner or later. Bam. YouTube. How do I get back to that? There we go. 10 and 2. Yeah, 21 is my big need. One of these days. I've got quite a few people looking at it, saying that they have one and that they're going to send it to me. So maybe it'll show up in the mail pretty soon. That's my hopes. I always have stuff showing up in the mail, so who knows? But all right, guys, I appreciate y'all coming in and randomly hanging out. It's been a lot more than I thought it was going to be. I literally thought I was just going to do a quick packaging show and then I was out of here, but I'm going to get me some sleep. Y'all bookmark the shows coming up. If you ain't coming in to purchase, that's totally fine. If you just want to come in and hang out, we do this a whole lot. Like, most of the time, my streams are me just sitting here running my mouth if you're new to it. Yeah, absolutely. And I sent both of y'all a Discord link. Come in. There's a lot of great streamers in there talking. Most people are not streamers. Hey, there you go. It's perfect, Wesley. Perfect. So yeah, follow any shows coming up. I post them haphazardly. The YouTube, all my shows are streamed over to YouTube Live. It's the same exact name, CollectaBees. Getting a pretty good following over there, so check it out. And I will catch y'all on the next time. Hey, 1F, I'm just getting off, bud. Didn't really plan on being on this long. Bookmark some shows this weekend. Come in and hang out. You know, I'll be up super late come to, well, Thursday night for sure. Yeah, I've been home from work for quite a few hours now. I had to work a split, so figured I'd jump up here for a second. But yep, I will catch y'all next time. Have a good one. Have fun at work, 1F. I guess, is there anybody to raid? Well, we'll go check out Wise Guy. Okay, bye-bye.